Another beautiful Saturday morning. Got a bit of a Phyllis, Hyman playing in the background. Another beautiful Saturday. I don't even know what to say today. Except this thing called yoga and meditation. I've been trying to get my back really straight after my little setback, and it has been the most powerful, painful thing that I've ever had to do. You know, sitting down and getting rid of pain in your lower back, doing push-ups every morning, stretching. So I keep dabbling about with 500 to 300 push-ups with the yoga. So it's just amazing. So today, we're about to get a bit of a cold front here. What I say, my village here in North Carolina. Morning. And I don't even know what to say. Just looking at things, and believe it or not, how mind control is what I want to talk about this morning. Because the mind is so powerful, extremely, and at the same time it can be weak. How you doing, dog? It's almost like you have to keep a constant look on the mind. Your voice, you have to do a lot of repetitional chanting, meditating upon your mind over and over and over, believing in things that many actually think is impossible. And I mean over and over. And especially when things are not in what I call tact. Let me see. Yeah, blessing to you too. Especially when things are not intact. And what happened is, at that moment is when your mind needs to be more relaxed. For your mind to be able to relax under pressure is extremely hard. It's easy to talk about, and that's why I kind of clashed with different schools, because this thing called faith and having a free mindset to be able to just think in a certain way at all times, it requires certain discipline. Physically, you gotta watch what you put in your system. It's almost like you're waking up, you go to bed, you're praying, you fall asleep with your subconscious mind, then you wake up again, you start meditating, praying. Everything that you do all becomes that voice of saying, yes, I'm going to do this, yes, I'm going to do this, every single second. And it's so funny, I bring that into the yoga, the meditation, and now when I'm on my feet, it continues. Then the mind will go still and forget all about it, and you quickly snap back into it. And I think that's the beauty about this whole thing called chanting, and being able to manifest what you want. Because what it is, Our 9 to 5s are so good, but they also create fear in us, because to be able to just believe everything is going to be okay no matter what, absolutely hard. And I have for years, and that's because of the amount of mileage that I put in my body. And it almost make it look like people think, man, you're crazy. And it makes me sort of realize and begin to understand what different school of thoughts are talking about. They're all these different prophets, because for the mind, because when I look at the world around me, everything is created by the mind, and constantly using my mind. At this moment, I will say on what I call superhuman syndrome. Because right about now, the last couple of years, I shouldn't even be able to walk or run. But majority of the things that I'm doing right now is my mind. And that's just what it is. Majority of the things that I've been doing for the past 2 years is all my mind that moves my feet. Because I have a little setback from one of my fender with a car. It's almost like I've really had to slow my running down and just continue push that body. So pretty much I'm like, wow, yes, this is definitely a superhuman syndrome, because the stuff that I have to do. Not long ago, I can barely open a bottle of water, but I'll still get out and move my feet. Keep on doing the yoga, the meditation. Yeah, 2 years ago, I can barely open a bottle of water. I cannot open that knob because I've lost flexibility in all my hands after the accidents. And that's what it's been for the past 2 years, and I've just managed to develop and wake up that chakra. The true meaning of chakra really comes to play, because I have to push my body, do a lot of yoga. Yeah. People say, why don't you go get a job? I'm like, if I was not thinking properly, I will be claiming I should be saying something is wrong with, but I just refused. Because my body is saying to me, if I could run 100 miles, you could heal this body back to where it was. And that's what I've been doing for the past 2-3 years. Using my mind to heal my body while on my feet. Like I'm literally just gaining my strength back. And that's why when I talk about yoga and meditation and what it's done and how to build that body, I have to do push-ups repetitionally. And just to be able to do this, just to be able to stretch my body and do all those things. So mind control, when people talk about it, I laugh a lot, because your lower back is one of the most powerful part of your body. And once that thing gets tangled with, you might as well stay on medicine for the rest of your life. And that's what I just refuse to do. And I have to do it a holistic way. It will take you years, 3 to 4 years. You have to let go a lot of things. You can't even worry. You have to unlearn getting upset. So it's almost like I get upset every couple of months, every 6 months. That's why I get mad, just to still remind myself that I'm a human being. But mind control is what it is this morning. As I consider this easy 20 or 21 miles that I'm going to do today, mind control is what I've used the last 2 years. My body is now just getting better. I ran about 6,000 miles last year, but still, it was the mind. It was because my body was just not in physical shape to do it at all. But I still get out and do it. So mind control is real. Mind control. You can make your mind do things, and that's the emotion for today. Mind control. People talk about it, but it takes extremely hard work to practice mind control. Extremely hard work. It's not even a joke. You have to wake up in the morning writing to yourself. So I've done it all years, and I kid you not, when you begin to feel that essence of mind control, your losses can never outweigh the joy that you feel inside. And that's the stage that I'm in. My losses can never outweigh the peace that I feel within me. And that's why I laugh a lot, because a lot of people do not understand it. It looks cuckoo. But I've got into that stage right now where I'm just like, wow, why am I doing this? I guess this is not all about me anymore. It's all about that energy. And especially when it comes to yoga. Oh my goodness. In the last 1 year, I've probably put in 100 hours of yoga. Because I have a 3-hour practice every single day. Every single day for the past 2-3 years. I've 365 days of yoga. Every morning is a must. And yes, that thing does have its value. So mind control today. Get into the habit of chanting always, no matter what the situation is, always reverse that little voice and speak to it. Mind control. Let me go ahead and finish this easy 21 miles today, or 20 miles. And I'm gonna say happy Saturday, and one love, mind control it is. I should